We are advanced imaging. We are state-of-the-art technology. We are accredited. We are here. We are faith.
Coach Brian Hodnett, I tell you what, your Tigers, played a great game. That game could have gone either way, but didn't come out your way on Friday night.
It was a good game. Both teams played well. Both teams made some mistakes. City View was able to capitalize on a couple of hours. But, I thought for the most part we really did some good things. But with their type of speed, we contained them quite a bit. But when they needed a big play, they were able to make some big plays. And hats off to them. They played really well.
What was the score at halftime?
We went at half. We were down 18-7.
You want to share some of the things that you shared with the boys at halftime?
Well, it just minimized mistakes. We finally got going. We had a big run by Reed Spiller right before halftime to kind of get things going, to make it 12-7. We got a big stop, and then we had a turnover right before halftime that really hurt us with about a minute and a half to go, and they turned that into a score to make it 18-7. So we made a few adjustments to try to slow them down. We did some things different offensively in the second half that we felt like helped us, but we were still just a couple of drives short and a couple of stops short from finishing that game out.
Yeah, is it easy or tough? I think I know the answer to this for your guys to put that kind of a loss behind and look towards this another tough game coming up.
It's tough. I mean, when you play like we did and you felt like you had chances to win, it's really hard to get over that because the last 2 weeks we've been in the game. We played some games early in the year that we got so far down we knew we weren't in it. But I felt like we were in both of these games till the end. And it hurts to work that hard, to play that hard, and to come up short. But we've got to find a way to get past it because we've got Nakona coming to town this week, and they're good. They're a big offensive, defensive line. They kind of play some smash-mouth football, and it's homecoming for us. It's going to be a big crowd and a big week. So if we're not over it, we better get over it fast.
I was chatting with you before we got started about homecoming. Can that be a big distraction?
I think it can. There's a lot of things that go on, and we just try to preach to the guys, your job is to win the game, and that's really what makes homecoming special. Obviously, they're involved with lots of things throughout the week, and that's good. There's a lot of tradition in that, and we like the tradition, but, homecoming's a whole lot better when you win the ball game, and that's where I really want their focus to be this week, is to win that game.
Boy, isn't that the truth. Okay, well, great. Let's talk to a couple of players now, can we?
Sounds good. Thanks.
A couple of your Tiger players that we want to interview. Introduce these guys.
Right here I have offensive lineman junior Jeffrey Cooley. Next to him also a junior. He plays running back and linebacker Reed Spiller.
Terrific. All right, you guys, both juniors. How long have you been playing football?
About 7 years.
And you?
7 years.
Yeah. They start young out in these parts. I hear that a lot. One of the things I was visiting with Coach about a little earlier is the highs and lows of this game. I mean, you come out of a game like Friday night, disappointing loss. That game could have gone either way. How do you overcome, that loss and get ready for another big, important game, a homecoming game this coming week?
Well, we're just going to take that loss to motivate us to work harder this week and have a good week of practice and beat Nakona this week.
And from your perspective?
Yes, sir. We just got to come ready to work.
Right. Well, listen, do you guys look at films today? Is that the MO?
We didn't today, but we will later on in the week. See what Nakona has.
So you'll kind of know what to expect and how to prepare for them. How do you prepare mentally for a game that's, everybody wants to win homecoming. You want to win every game, but homecoming's got a little extra edge to it. What do you do to prepare for this game?
Well, I just treat it like every other game. But I know it's bigger, but just going to prepare like we have every game and go out and get a W, hopefully.
And you?
You just have to ignore all the distractions and things going on through the week and just stay focused on what matters.
What was your position again?
Running back and linebacker.
You play both sides of the ball. You guys have to be in pretty good shape, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And what do you think? Does the kind of conditioning that you get with two-a-days, does that set you in pretty good stead? For that kind of participation, you spend a lot of time in the game on a Friday night.
Yes, sir. I would think so. I mean, I didn't get to go through 2 days this year because I was injured, but I think they conditioned them pretty well.
Yeah, and from your perspective?
Yes, we conditioned really well, and they got us ready for games.
Well, super. You guys have been playing football for a number of years. what's the one thing, of all the years you've been playing, including your high school experience, what's maybe the number one thing that you personally would say this is my favorite part of this game?
I take it as you learn not to quit and you get better, and that's what you have to do in life.
Yeah, exactly. This game is full of life lessons. How about you?
I just really love every part of the game, honestly, and just the thrill, everything about it.
What would be one negative thing? What do you not like about it, other than two-a-days in 110?
Well, besides that, I hate losing and
Hey, what?
losing, and that's the one thing I don't like about
Yeah, it teaches you to want to win. How about you?
Losing and conditioning, getting ready for it.
Right, exactly. Like I say, there's a lot of life lessons to take away from this game. Well, best of luck to you on what amounts to a really big game for you guys, homecoming this coming Friday, and look forward to getting you back in the win column.
Thank you.
Boy, with homecoming and a special guest like this ought to be really a terrific Friday night and a great week for your school. Introduce this guy.
Yeah, we're building up for a great week, but we're really excited today. We've got Alexander Wright with us. Alexander was a Dallas Cowboy in the early 90s, played with Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman, and so he's got some great stories. But he's been spending some time with our boys today talking about, character and leadership and just what it takes to be successful as an athlete. And he's going to visit with our kids more at practice and then talk to us tonight at our pep rally. But we wanted to have him on tonight, or in the interview, just so everybody could see him, and we're really glad that he's here.
Well, terrific. We want to spend just a couple of minutes. Stay with us, Coach. What an opportunity to go out into the community like this and to be able to relate to these high school football programs. And do you do a lot of this?
Well, I like Jacksboro, Texas. It's a great place, a great community. I love Jacksboro School District. This is my second time coming back to Jacksboro. I love the Tigers. They have a great program. The last time I was here, we was in the old schools, old facilities, and it was great to see the change, the upgrades, the new high school, the new middle school, the new elementary school. You can see the excitement across the faces of the kids, and also the excitement on the leadership, on the teachers. So I love Jacksboro. I love doing community work. This is a passion of mine. It's a heart of mine. And being a football coach, I love coming to the Tigers to learn. I learn from coaches, learn from one another with the spread offense, and try to learn to take new things back to my school back in San Antonio.
You keep making trips here, you're going to end up maybe with your own purple jersey.
Purple is good. Purple heart, purple good. We have plays, and our offensive players, they know about the purple, so purple is good. I usually come here to Jacksboro to see the changes that are made, to see the growth. We love growth. See the new kids, the new different phases of the football program. I'm a new coach, and I'm the high school coach there in San Antonio. So
wow, yeah. Which school?
Cornerstone Christian Schools. So being a new coach, you try to get with other new coaches and see what they're coming in to make their football program a lot better. And I'm learning a lot from my Jacksboro, from my head coach here, and learning quite a bit.
Yeah, well, that's super. And to bring your experience and the fact that Dallas Cowboys come to talk to these guys, man, that can't do anything but get your guys super excited.
Sure, they're excited. And he was the NFL's fastest man 2 times. Still holds the record, 4.09 in the 40-yard dash. That surely got their attention. And he just had some great things to say about character, relationships, being a good teammate, things like that. And all those positive things, that's what we want our kids to hear.
So did you get out and run with them and see if they keep up with you?
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a couple of challenges. I don't know if I will be ready. I'm sure Coach Brian has some speedsters and playmakers on the team. But the answer to your question, no, I have not run with them. I'm in boots right now, cowboy boots. So I'm hoping to stay in the cowboy boots and not run.
I've had to run in my boots occasionally, but no. Just your presence and being here is a real blessing to this team, I am sure. You have family?
I have a beautiful wife, college sweetheart from Auburn, and my wife and I, we have 4 children, an 18-year-old, 16-year-old, 14, and 12.
Boys, girls?
3 boys and a girl. The girl is the 14-year-old. So we got a kid that go to Oklahoma. We have an 11th grader, and we have 2 middle school students.
Those boys football players?
They are soccer players, and they are track runners, track and field. And then, of course, my daughter's volleyball and basketball, track and field also. They leave football up to the daddy. They just leave football to daddy.
Super. I know Brian has a little boy, and I was asking him if he was already throwing the ball. He said, sure.
That is good. We football coaches, we teach our children young. We start them early.
This football program, there's so much to offer these kids, and that's one of the favorite parts of my job, getting to talk to coaches and players each week, is to ask these kids occasionally, what do you take away from your football experience? And that's a question I've been asking the kids this week. And it's amazing to hear what some of these kids say about the impact that the game has had and their experience has had from midget football all the way through their high school experience. It can mean an awful lot to them, can't it, Coach?
Sure. I mean, that's the reason I'm here doing what I'm doing today. I had great high school coaches, men that made a difference in my life far beyond just playing football. And that's what we hope the kids take from it, lessons of effort and pride and commitment and attitude. And the list goes on and on. But we hope that, they take a part from that and something that they can use the rest of their life.
Well, it teaches them to win and to lose, but to want to win.
Absolutely, have the great attitude. When things are difficult, to still have the great attitude, the never giving up spirit. No matter what the outcome would be, we're never going to give up as a team. And it teaches them to be disciplined. Our football players, they're learning to be disciplined men. And it's a great accomplishment to see our young people be disciplined and then be disciplined in the community, in the real world.
And you're going to be there on Friday night.
Well, we of course we have our football game Friday.
Oh, yeah, forgot about that.
I'll be in Temple. We're playing
here in spirit, maybe.
We'll be here in spirit, most definitely. I get the opportunity to watch them practice today, see some of the plays that they're going to execute for Friday night.
Like I say, what a thrill and a treat for these kids. Well, thanks a lot. Best of luck to you in this important homecoming game, and thanks for the opportunity to visit and spend a little time with you today.
Thank you for having me here. Jacksboro is a wonderful community.